in this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week.
Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Texas! Fit it in the window for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That's the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Spears. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Spears. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Working on the right. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. He's got it on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He'll sneak it down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn! 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over North Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. There he goes. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. He'll go to the sneak. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There've been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Bruce. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Texas offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch. It's Suggs. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Texas A&M going quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Flips it out to the back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Spears. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. On the run, it's Spears. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Suggs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. I know you want to stretch the field horizontally, but working a little vertical in wouldn't hurt either.
No, it wouldn't. And you got to be able to work with some space. There's an entire field that we got to attack on offense right now. That was just way too much work for little gain.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go to the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big, trying to burn this defensive back. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. It's complete. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Buys a little time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Complete in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 3rd and goal. You can't hear yourself thinking here. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Gonna run it. It's Spears. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads.
The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Off play action.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll give it to the back. Jukes his way for more. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Rides the back on the option, the give. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Gets the back moving. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Houston. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Under fire. He's got an open man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on! And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Bohannon. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. From the gun to Gale, looking for room. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Got his man in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's caught. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. Absolutely center cut. Had to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Landry. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Get it out on the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. Now on the option. He'll toss it. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. The Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Off the play fake. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Ball down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Safe completion on the screen. Runs through a tackle. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll unleashes one deep. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Bruce. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Wants to go up top on first down. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Longhorns! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Horns are up, and the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. Listen, a lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer. But now Texas in this rivalry game taking it.
Yeah, you're right. Hook 'em right now. They're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over James Madison. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give out of the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They'll try to pop the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.